Dear students and working accountants, welcome to my Expert Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Barbara from Hyderabad. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about the bill-wise entries. This is also called as bill-wise details, or it is also called as maintain balance bill-wise. So, how we have to implement this? How to make the bill-wise entries in Tally Prime? Okay. Bill-wise is nothing but when you are making the purchase and sale entries, we will use this bill-wise entry option. So, in this case, so for that, we enter into the I will share the screen. So in this case, bill-wise entries means when you are purchasing, you will purchase and you will get an invoice. And after some time, you have to make the payment to the creditor, that is software. So when you are purchasing, what is the invoice number you are purchasing? And when you are making the payment, which invoice amount you are paying. So that you have to record, that you have to. Similarly, when you are selling, you will share sales invoice. So what is the invoice number? That is the invoice number for the sale of the goods. So on which invoice number you are selling the goods. When you receive the money from the customers, so we receive the money. So on which bill, against which bill we are receiving the money. So which bill amount we will receive, we may pay any bill amount. So which bill amount we are receiving from me. So this is all required to be known by us. For us. Okay. That is why these are called as bill-wise entries. So we have to maintain the bill-wise entry record. We maintain with the bill-wise entry. That means it's also called bill-wise details you have to maintain. Or the balance will be maintained as per the bill by bill. That is, one bill is there. Again, another bill is there. So the balance will change. There is another bill, the balance will change. Some payment is made, balance will go down. That's why this is called as balance bill by bill. So for that, there is one for the bill-wise details or bill-wise entry or maintaining bill-wise details or bill balance bill by bill. There is one option in that is one feature in F11. So F11 features, there is no, we have to enable one feature. If we enable one feature, this bill-wise entries that will enable, and when you are making the bill-wise entries, so all these, so there is a new bill, we are entering, or making the payment against already existing bill is called as, when the new bill is entered, after it becomes a pending bill. So against which pending bill we are making the payment, or sometimes the buyer will pay some advance, will do order for the goods and will pay some advance to the seller. So the seller will take the advance, and when you are sending the goods, he will make the invoice. When he is making the invoice, this advance is adjusted in the invoice. Sometimes we don't know the details of the references. That is, reference means bill number, bill or invoice number. So we don't know the bill number, or in some circumstances, we will not have any invoice number or reference number in such a case. So there is no reference number or bill number. So we cannot use against reference or anything. So we will enter it as on account. Okay. So these things we have done now. So as we are going to the payment, already we made the entries already we made. From purchases, debit note, debit note will not paid against the debit note. Against purchases, when you purchase, for that will pay. When you sell, for that will receive. These debit notes and paid of the returns of the goods, adjustment of the goods. Okay. So when I am making the purchases, so we enter the entry, make the entries. When I am making the sales, we make the entry. So for this, how to enable the 45 lakh bill-wise entry details. So here in the gateway of Tally, go to F11. Go to F11. I told you already. Every maintain accounts in accounting features. Maintain accounts. The next one is enable bill-wise entry. Enable bill-wise entry. So it will be generally, it will be no, but actually nowadays it is always enabled. By default it is enabled. So if you enable this one, if you enable this and all this sort of thing, others are okay. And accept this. And now, so when I'm making the entry, we are making the entry. Okay, the debut. When you are making the entry, or see, already we made many entries. We made many entries. First we made purchases. So purchases first we made Excel traders. Whatever it may be there, regular or registered or unregistered or intrastate or that's not but when you're making the entry for purchase, when you're making the entry for purchase, and one thing is when you enable the F11 feature, that is enable bill entry, then automatically when you are creating the, so actually the bills are concerned with the buyers and sellers. That is the data and data are, so if we are a buyer, so we are dealing with the seller, and when we are selling, we are dealing with the buyer. So these bills are concerned are related to the buyers and sellers, means parties, that is personal accounts. So in the ledger, when I am creating the debtors account or creditors account, whatever it may be, when you create that, so when you create that, open the entry, so we'll do the name of the party, then we'll do the group, sundry data or sundry creditor. So when you are purchasing, he will be sundry creditor. When you are selling, he is a sundry data. After that, after the group, below that, maintains balance bill by will be as maintain balance bill. Sometimes it will be no, sometimes it will be no. If it is no, for example, if it is no, we have to make it yes. Generally, when you enable that, it will be yes. So this will be yes. That is maintain balance bill by bill is yes. Like that, every person, take any party. So after the group, maintain balance bill by bill. So bill balance enable bill wise entry, that is the feature, and inside the debtors and creditors accounts, maintain balance bill by bill. Take any party. When it is enabled, so make any party. It will be yes only. If it is, suppose if it is no, make it yes. Okay. Bill wise entries, take any party, everything will be yes. Sometimes, so here, then sometimes, for example, here, sometimes, even though in the F11 features, in the F11 features, we enable the bill-wise entry. We enable the bill-wise entry. So what I said, if we enable the bill-wise entry, automatically after the group of the data or data, maintenance balance bill-wise will be activated. Always it will be yes, isn't it? So if you activate that and show it will show the maintenance bill balance bill option here. Sometimes, even though in the F11 feature, we enable bill-wise entry, we enable the bill-wise entry, make yes. In such case also sometimes this option will not be shown. This option will not be shown. Or because, why? Because if it is not done in some other place in F12 configuration, F11 will enable. In F12 configuration also, there is one option like this. So that is also to be enabled. For example, F12. In the F12, maintain balance bill by bill. If it is, it will be also yes only. But if it is no, here, even though the enable bill by entry in F11 features, we enabled this option is not shown here. So both the options must be enabled. That is to be activated. The F12 should be activated. F11 should be enabled. So here, what you have to do, go to the general details, maintain balance bill by bill. Make it yes, then only. So in the F11 features, enable bill wise entries. The F12 features, just check up F12 features in the F12 configuration. For F12 configuration, in general details, maintain the same thing. Maintains bill by balance bill by bill. It should also be activated. This is enabled. It is activated. If it is activated, this will be shown. Okay. Now, here, what I said, first when you are making this, here are the option, first option. Here, in the galley, it will not show in this order, same order. We learn and use this one. First new reference, then against reference, advance and account. But in that, it will show it differently because I told you already, even in the select company page, numbers will be not in order because the names are shown in alphabetical order, so the numbers will be different. But here also, this list also will be shown in alphabetical order. So in the system, that is in the bill-wise uses adjustment method. So it will show first, it will show advance, then against reference below that. Advance, below that against reference, below that new reference, and at the end, on account it will show like this. Because this is the actual procedure, but by it will show, it will display in alphabetical order. So that's why. So we'll go to the daybook. So for example, take the first one. Take the first one. So see that the already made entries are made. See that we assume that now we are making the entry. So this is the entry we are making, date, and here automatically it will be enabled. So here accept, everything. Accept, everything is okay. When you come to the total at the end, then you click that. This will be recorded. The bill-wise entry will be recorded. The bill-wise entry will be activated. Here, when you are making the when you are making the new entry, that is new invoice we are entering. Whether it is purchase, you will get the invoice from the seller. That invoice we are entering in purchase voucher. When you are selling to our debtor customer, so we will enter the sales voucher, and that will be printed as sales invoice and sent to you. Okay. So when you are making the entry afresh, that is new invoice and new bill, then you are entering purchase or sale. Now it will show you. See, bill-wise details in the beginning, F11 features. Bill-wise details for this party, and here in this list. So method of adjustment, how this bill is adjusted, either it is a new bill or old bill, pending bill, or advance and advance. So by default it will take, so this is a new bill. So by default it will take new reference. So you remember one thing I told already. So this is the supplier invoice number, this is not the invoice number. This is our serial number. This is the supplier invoice number. When you are purchasing, the supplier will give you invoice. So his invoice number is this one. Actually, this is the invoice number. So when you click this, so new reference. So new reference, it will take that number 258. It will take 258. Suppose you don't give this number. If you don't give this number, in this case, if you don't give this number, I told you already, that you definitely, if you don't give that, what will happen? It will take the serial number. So here, if you now you see, go to this, not accepted. Sorry. What you do is here. They are not accepting this. Suppose this is number 258. So this is it. This is number 17. That number is taken, and it will save that. It will save. But actually, that should be a problem. It is a problem because if it is like that, in our books, the invoice number, it is taken as invoice number, new reference, new invoice. So 17 will be shown in our books. But in the books of the seller, his books will show 258 is the number. 258 is the number. Then there will be mismatch between the books. So his books will show invoice number 258, and when you get that, in our books we will have 17. So both are different. So there will be a discrepancy. There will be difference between the books of this. He will file the GST return in his invoice number, that is 258 he will file. So when you get the ITC, you will get the ITC, there it will show 258. But in our book, there is no 258. You will get 17. That is why this 258 is to be definitely, we have to enter the actual seller invoice number, we have to enter there. And that will be only taken as the new reference. So new reference 258. So this is that. So like that, every invoice, so for example, Excel traders, you will take another Excel traders, here also Excel traders. So these also we will take, for example. So we take, for example, you come just you click here, the cursor will here, you see that the number is 6654. Okay, 6654. It's okay. 6654. Again, come to the Excel traders here, and this is here. You will know, okay. Excel traders here. So Excel traders again, 5957 something. Okay. from here, and enter all the items and come to the end. With this, when you're entering, you have to go from the beginning, but to make all the entries. Already entries are made. That's why I'm clicking here. Okay, here it will go. So 5987 is the invoice number. That is the supplier invoice number 5987. Okay, like this, all this will be taken. So the invoices now, this is one, and we saved new reference 3 invoices. So all these 3 invoices will be shown as pending bills. Okay, now we will take up another one. We'll take up another one, Ramakrishna Electronics. Ramakrishna Electronics. So it is Ramakrishna Electronics we are taking. Accept, that is save, and then come to the end. So here number is 5648. So new reference automatically is 5648. So it is accepted. And then you will go to another one. The same thing Ramakrishna Electronics again. Again we will go to Ramakrishna Electronics, accept, come down and see already entries are made. I'm clicking here. So here, see 6598. 6598 is the, it is accepted. Okay. Now again, these are the sales and purchase. These are all the purchases. This one is again another one. Again Ramakrishna Electronics. So for example, we are taking. So whatever number of entries we have, all this will be saved. So new reference. So 292590. 2590. Okay. Like that, we give everything. So we have taken the Excel traders, then Ramakrishna Electronics, then Ramakrishna Electronics, then Excel traders, Ramakrishna Electronics, and we have to what is the third one? Ramakrishna, Excel traders, Ramakrishna. The other one, Ramakrishna Electronics, Ramakrishna Electronics. Then Radhika traders, Excel traders, first Excel traders, we have taken Excel traders. Okay, 2 we have taken. Now these are all purchases. So when you receive the money, so what you will do? Sometimes this is the entry is now second up to 2nd May. Okay, and 2nd May we are receiving some amount. So what you do? You will enter in the receipt voucher. So receipt means F6. The receipt voucher same on the 2nd day. So for example, we are receiving cash. We may receive cash or we may receive check also. Check or NEFT or maybe then you will enter bank account. If you enter bank account, after saving it will ask you the details of the bank. Then all the details regarding the business. Okay, regarding it. If it is cash, nothing will have. So first we will take up. See, first we will take up Excel traders. First we will take up Excel and we will take some sales also. So sales also we will take. So for sales, this here, Nagava computers we will take up. Nagava computers, we will take the computers. So in the case of sales, our sales voucher number itself, it is the invoice number. So that is why after making all the entries, it will come down to the total here. See, invoice number 16. So new reference 16. So this is the invoice number. Is taken. This is the Raghuram computers. Again, Raghuram computers, you will take up another one. This is 17. So this also is very 17 new reference 70. So we have taken 2. Okay. And one more thing is again Raghuram computers. Like more. Right? Then we will take up Amit Trading Company there, but sales. So, because for every party there will be many entries, but there are only a few entries taking. For example, I am taking Angel Electronics. So Angel Electronics, the number is 30. So we will take up number 13. See, we will accept new reference. Number 13 is the new reference. Okay, and then you will take up another one. This there are 2. I mean X Nora. Only there is one X Nora. Okay. We will take up X Nora. This is number 15. Accept. Okay. Come down here. So number 15 is taken like this. So purchases, sales, both. So every voucher when I am making, it will automatically, it will save as new reference. But I am taking only few. Okay, every voucher you have to make, but already made. That's why I am taking this one. Now we see for purchases, we are going to make the payment. For purchases, we are going to make payment means F5 is the payment. For example, we are making the payment by cash. By cash, so we will make payment to Excel trader. Excel security data. Excel traders are making the payment. For example, the first bill we can know. See here, Alt G if you go here, go to ledger vouchers. So here, Excel traders. So the first purchase is on first. Okay, 3,54,000. Numbers are not required now. Okay, this is taken 3,54,000. Suppose we are paying the total amount. So here it will come, here it will show bill wise details. Here previously it was showing at the end of the total. Now it is showing when you are making the entry for the money. At the money, when you click, it will show. So why you are paying this money? Against which bill you are paying. So here, bill wise details, here also, method of adjustment. Now it is against reference. So all the bills you saved in new reference, they are all pending bills. So against which bill you are paying, making the payment. So this is payment only. Against reference, we are taking, see, there are many bills. We saved many things. So it will take, for example, if it is against 51, 3,54,000. So we entered 3,54,000. So if you enter this, now the total amount is paid. That is why next time this bill will be closed. This is closed. And next time when I am making payment, only these two bills will show up. Only this will contain only these two bills. The pending will be only these two will be pending then. The first one will not be there. Suppose I will show you. So 354 will pay. For example, again on 31st May. 31st May, again we received cash. We received cash from Excel traders only. For example, 1,50,000 we received. So this is the not full amount, total amount. So here, against reference. So the first bill is closed. It is closed because it is completely paid. The second bill, see, it is 3,89,200 rupees, but I am paying only 1,50,000. So against this reference. So against reference. So this is the bill number, and we are making only payment of 1,50,000 making. The balance will be there. So now, for example, on 1st June, for example, 1st June, suppose we are receiving by bank from the same party, Excel traders, for example, to 1,50,000 from the same State Bank of India, from the same Excel traders, we are receiving them, we are making the payment. For example, again, 1,50,000 making the payment. Now we enter that against reference. See, in this we paid 1,50,000 already. The balance is showing 2,39,200. Now if you make this entry, then another balance is otherwise 2,39,000. 2,39,200, isn't it? Here, if you make 2,39,200, if you make the payment 39,200, then it will close up. Then only the next payment, only one bill will be shown up. Now we are paying only 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 is reduced and the balance will be shown. So in the previous case also, the balance will be shown. Otherwise, the balance when we pay the total amount. So now we are making payment through check. That is the check and our instrument number, check number, there will be 6 numbers. Okay. So, and the same thing for June. So like this, we are making the payment for the pending bills to the creditor. When we purchase, the pending entered in the new reference, and now we are paying against the after the new reference. All those bills will be pending bills. Against the pending bills, we are making the payment. Similarly, here now, for example, now, so these are all the payments we made. 2 payments. Okay, and now for the sales, When you sell the goods, you will get the money. So we will receive the money. If we receive the money, how to show? If you receive the money, how to show? Here, for example, second May, we are receiving. So F6 we are receiving. So we are receiving with cash. We are receiving with cash. So from debtors we will receive. So here, anything, any debtor will take up. See here, Exnora, not Exnora, IRD, RD, okay. Interested RD, okay. They are taking Lakshmi and was 15,000, 75,000, 75,480, 75,480. So bill is not there. So if there is no bill, that's why it's showing. So that is not saved. Bill is there. Bill is there, but that is not saved by us. Okay. Not that is new reference is done, not done by us. That is at the time of every entry, automatically take. But we selected someone because already entries are made. That is why taking Raghava computer. Okay. Raghava computers you will take up. The first one you will take up. That is the same. So Raghava computers you will take up. And then receipt, cash you are receiving. Raghava computers. The Raghava computers receiving. For example, 1,50,000 for example. Only I am taking example. Against reference. So the bill is 3,60,000 and change. So if you make the entry, so the balance will be shown. So when you are making next payment, the balance will be shown. Now we make the total payment. Suppose if you receive the total amount, if the person makes the total payment, means we receive the total payment. Then in such a case, after this total bill will be closed, next time when you make the when you are receiving the money, if you see there will be no balance. So we are taking this one and this. Okay. And for example, on 31st May, from the same party, again we enter make the entry from the same party, Ragram computers. So Ragram computers, again for example, we are making 2 lakhs. Say here already the balance. So it was something like 3 lakh and change. So 150 will be, we received 150. So the balance is showing. Now if you receive 2 lakhs or 2 lakhs 10,650. Okay. If you get 2 lakhs 10,650, make it. So 2 lakh 10,650. This bill will be closed. This will be closed. Now if you see again on the same day, for example, if you show Raghuram computers. Raghuram computers. If you make, for example, 50,000, see here, against reference over 10 rupees we made error previously. In the previous voucher, it seems we made error. In the previous voucher, it is 660. 2 lakh. 2,10,660. 2,10,660. So here I can make here also. 2,10,660. Okay. Now if you want to see again, you see the account. So Raghuram computers, for example, 50,000. So it is showing on account because there is no voucher, there is no pending bill. If there is pending bill to show against reference. So like this, we have to make the entry. If you see, if you make the entry, so there is no bill pending, but he is paying to us, we are receiving, then we have to take it. We will become our data. So not right now. Okay. Similarly, we will take up another party. Here we will take up another party. Excel trader, not Excel trader. Background computers. These are all Exnora, Lakshmi, for example. Amit Trading Company, Exnora. So, for example, the Exnora, I think is taken. 15 is taken. Okay, Exnora is taken, and then Lakshmi is also taken, I think. 20. Lakshmi is also taken. So we'll make the payment receipt for them. So okay. So I'm receiving on 31st May. I'm receiving and F6 is the receipt. Now we are receiving check or cash. Again we have cash. cash we are making. So X Nora and X Nora. So X Nora, for example, 50,000. 50,000 I'm making. So the amount is 2,06,400. So for example, if you take 1,50,000, 1,50,000, the balance will be there. The balance will be there. So if the bill will show up in the next payment, that will show up with the balance. You make the total payment received, then it will go down. Like this is the against statement. Okay. Like this we do. Sometimes when I'm making the entry, we'll take up another one. We'll take up another one and I'll show you. Amit trading is because of the X non Lakshmi. Okay, we'll take up angel. We'll take up angel. I don't think I take up the very 13. The reference 13 is how it is here. Okay. Now from Amit traders in the from Amit Trading Company. So for example, from Amit Trading Company, we are receiving on 31st. So cash or check, whatever it may be seen, Amit Trading Company, we are receiving 38,510, isn't it? 38,510. 38,510 rupees. So I'm making. I don't think Amit Trading Company. Amit Trading Company is somewhere. Yeah, Amit Trading Company 85,120. I don't think it is saved. Yeah, the new reference is saved number 14. Yeah. Number 14 is saved Amit Trading Company. So now we are receiving from Amit Trading Company. We are receiving from Amit Trading. We are receiving cash or bank. Amit Trading Company. We are receiving. So for example, we are receiving 38,510 or whatever it may be, 38,510. 510. So again, a step plus, it is showing 85,120. Yeah. 85. So what example we are receiving? For example, we are receiving 50,000. We are receiving 50,000. 50,000 we are receiving. Okay. Now when we enter, it will show. So bill-wise details, it is showing against reference. Against reference means against the pending bills. So now, if we enter this now, we enter, it will show the pending bills. See, it is showing the pending bills. It is showing the pending bills. Sometimes, so we enabled the F11 feature, enable bill-wise entry. And in the party ledger, we enabled, it is already enabled, maintain balance bill by bill. And in F12 configuration also, the maintain balance bill by bill, it is activated. Everything is done. Okay. So in such a case, so it will show the method of adjustment. It is already to select method against reference only. And after clicking that, it will show the pending bills. No, sometimes after making all these things, so it will show the method of adjustment. And if you go to the against reference, the list of the pending bills, it will not show. So there are pending bills, but it will not show that there is no pending bill. There is no pending bill. It will show on account. So when you are receiving the money, we are receiving no pending bill. So on account you are receiving. It will show on account. If there is a pending bill, one or more, then only it will show against reference. So it is showing against reference. It is taking automatically means there are pending bills. But if you click that, the pending bills list will not be displayed. Why it is that is the problem. So just like after enabling the F11 feature, maintain balance, enable bill-wise entry, even then it is sometimes in the ledger, party ledger, maintain balance bill-wise is not showing. Sometimes it is not showing. In such a case, in F12 configuration, so we have to activate the maintain balance bill by bill. That setting we have to activate. Similarly, here also, even after doing the things, this pending bills list is not shown. Again in the F12 configuration, we have to make one setting. We have to make some setting. So actually, it will be by default, it will be activated in some other name. So it is to be disabled. Okay, that is to be done. That we will take up in the next video. With this, I am closing. So bill-wise details is when you are entering the new bills, then you are entering a new bills, purchase or sale, then it will automatically it will save to method of adjustment, new reference it will take, and the invoice number it will take. But for purchases, don't forget, that's why I told you, we have to enter the purchase voucher number. Is not concerned, we are not concerned. You know that supplier invoice number definitely we have to, that is the sales invoice given by the invoice given by our supplier to us. So that invoice number only we have to enter. When we are selling, we are giving the invoice number we are giving. Similarly, when we are purchasing, the invoice number given by the supplier, it is to be definitely entered. If you don't enter that, it will be a problem. And also in the F11 features, will enable bill entry should be, yes, it will be enabled in every business system, must. Otherwise, we cannot understand the numbers. We have to get some 1 lakh from a party. So what are the bills against which we recover? So what are the bills pending? 1 lakh is pending. Okay. What are the bills? So what are the bills pending for this 1 lakh? One bill 20,000, one bill 35,000, one bill 45,000, like that. We have to know the details of the pending bills for them. So if you don't enable these bill-wise entries, that we cannot understand. That's why it is very important for every business. Bill-wise entry, enable bill-wise entry is a must for every business. So tomorrow we will take up that one, and the other two, where I mean advance and on account. Advance means any time the buyer when you ask for the goods, that is, he will order for the goods and he will pay some advance sometimes. Such a case, he is paying advance and the seller will receive the advance. So both will record. And then when the seller is supplying the goods, he will raise the invoice. He will make the sales invoice. When he is making the sales invoice, in that amount, this advance is to be adjusted. So how he will make the payment? He will take the advance, and how it is saved, and how it is adjusted. So it is saved as advance. New reference for the new bill. Against reference for against payment of the amount against the pending bill. Advance, it is towards the advance of the bill, and when the invoice is made, that advance is to be adjusted against the advance. Reference is now against reference to take. Against reference is advance. In the previous case, against reference is old pending bill. Now, if there is advance, against reference is the advance. Advance is saved as advance. So that advance is the against reference. It is to be taken and it is adjusted. The invoice bill will be okay, the same total amount. But in the debtors ledger, the customer ledger, the balance will be less by this advance. Okay. So when the adjustment is made, in that you go to see the party ledger, so advance will be there, and then sale amount will be there. The balance will be less by the advance. So that is to be adjusted. That we will take up in the next video. So with this, I close this session today. And please watch the video till the ending. And if it is good, don't forget to like the video. And I will meet in the next video. So all the best. Bye. Good night.